G'day everyone, I just wanted to have a quick look at the 18R RC, what you call it, a street car, rally car, produced by Team Associated. It's a fairly old model now, it's been dated, but I've made some upgrades which I just wanted to have a quick look at, to the radio and to the motor and speed control. So it originally came with the stock 370 brushed motor and the 27 megahertz radio or receiver and transmitter. Now I've upgraded that transmitter to the HobbyKing. It's got a model number on there. No, I don't think it does. It's the standard basic HobbyKing 3-channel 2.4 gigahertz. It was a bundle pack with the transmitter and the receiver. So it's a small little unit. It's ideal for these little 1/18 scale cars. And it works really well and cheap as chips. So I added that, basically just double side taped that to the body, replacing the old one. You'll notice I've still got the 27 megahertz wires tend to have to be really long. The 2.4 gigahertz ones don't need to be. I've just kept this one long and sticks out the top of the car, but it's not essential, but it's always better to have a bit more wire than a bit less, as long as it's not going to get caught up in the wheels or anything like that. But that still pokes through the top of the body, and I've had no problems with that. The motor originally came with it was a silver 370 size motor. I've upgraded that to the Castle Creations. I'm not even sure what the model number is now, but it's actually a slightly smaller, physically smaller motor than the standard one, and it come with the Mamba Micro Pro ESC, which is quite good. I don't think this one has the little USB port associated with it that you can connect to your PC, but you can adjust all the settings, like forward, reverse options, race options, automatic braking, etc. via your transmitter. And yeah, just follow the instructions in the manual for that, and you can get that set up the way you like. The fitting of the motor, it goes in pretty easily, just using the two screws. The screw holes in the motor line up quite well, and then obviously just adjust your positioning of the motor so it so your spurs and your drives here are adequately spaced to drive that shaft. This being a four-wheel drive car, it's just easy to. It's pretty simple to get those sort of lined up, and it didn't require any extra spaces or anything like that. It just slotted in really well. I'll put a link to this motor in the description, so if you want to grab one yourself. And then I just ran all the wires and bundled them all together appropriately here. It's pretty. There's a lot going on under the chassis here. There's not a lot of room to work with, but it does go in quite well. This is just the HobbyKing standard transmitter that came with the receiver as a bundle. It's cheap as chips, really good. I find it pretty useful and certainly much better range and I don't think there's any difference in the actual control, but certainly more range with this, and no having to worry about having the right crystals or the right 27 megahertz frequency, or ensuring rather that no one else has the same one. So with the 2.4 gigahertz, it's not a problem. You can use that without any real dramas. The battery that came with the car was the RC18R Sport Pack, which is the NIMH 1100 milliamp hour 7.2 volt 6-cell battery. Pretty standard. Come with the, I don't even know what that plug type's called, but mini something. When you upgrade from the brushed motor to a quality brushless motor, you generally want to run LiPo cells or LiPo batteries, and it took me a little while to find a battery that would fit, but I have done so, and these are the two batteries that I've found that will fit. This is the Turnigy 1600 milliamp hour 20 to 30C, or 1.6 short for 1600. LiPo battery, 2-cell 7.4 volts. I got this off HobbyKing. They're really cheap. I think these might have even been under $10 each. And this one's only just fits into the car. I think that's the same one I've got in there at the moment. Yeah, it is. You can see it only just fits lengthwise, and more importantly widthwise it's a bit of a tight squeeze. You've really got to get it under this top plate here, and you might be able to see there that the battery holder bar at the top there is even slightly pressed up, but it does fit, and it's probably the biggest battery you'll get in there, that I've found anyway. So it's definitely more than adequate for the car. The other battery that will fit in a bit more snugly, you can see it's slightly longer, but it is, it's probably the same, it's slightly thinner even. It's the Turnigy 1.3 or the 1300 20 to 30C discharge battery. Yeah, these give pretty good life for the motor that I've got in there, but always carry a couple of them and you shouldn't have a problem. But yeah, this thing goes like a real rocket. It's a good little sort of, I wouldn't call it a serious racing car. It's 1/18 scale's not as popular obviously as your 110 touring car scale, but these are great fun on the track. They handle quite well out of the box. There can be a bit of steering slop. I've also got the second one of these, a Nightline, with the Nightline body, and the servo. There's some problem with it, but it just doesn't steer straight, or it doesn't come back to centre. But this Camino, or this particular unit I got first, it's quite good in that regard. I haven't had to make any changes to that. It will still be a bit of a battle once you get up to speed on a straight, just to make sure that's running pretty true. But otherwise, for whatever they cost these days, I think I paid about 140, 150 US new when I got it. These are great fun on the track, and speedy as well. I haven't timed this one at all, or got a true speed on it, but it's pretty zippy. It's certainly fast, and even on the 7.4 you could probably run a 3-cell battery on it, but why? it's going to be too fast for the car, I think, or for this model, this chassis. But yeah, that's basically it. So I'm very happy with the HobbyKing 2.4 gig transmitter receiver upgrade I made to it. The Castle Creations Mamba combo with the brushless motor and the electronic speed control is simply awesome. You pay a bit of a premium for them, but they're definitely good. I've got one on my on the kids' Traxxas Gravedigger as well, 110 scale, and it's great. Never had any problem with them. So yeah, if you check out the links in the description below, if you want to purchase these upgrades, as I mentioned, they're real easy. It's really easy to upgrade these with the transmitter and the motor and the electronic speed control. You're just swapping out the parts basically. I didn't require any extra brackets or shimming of anything. It all goes in well nicely, and get yourself some Turnigy LiPo batteries as well to go with your brushless, and that'll provide a really good upgrade to the stock car. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button below and subscribe to our channel, and we'll try and get some more. Okay, thanks for watching.